Turkey Day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special Week 13 Thursday morning show hosted by yourself, Tanner Dawson. I'm excited. We're going to go through the start sit. We're going to answer your start sit questions. We're going through the week winner. Quite frankly, we might have to go through some of my lineups while we're at it, but we can do that later. That's not a priority right now. We got a great show lined up for you today, this morning on Thanksgiving Thursday here. So stay tuned. Bring your questions, and we'll get into it today here. Let's get into it.
There is arguably no better feeling in fantasy football than when you land an absolute steal. You get my 2025 Fantasy Football Draft Dominator, which is jam-packed with strategy and analysis for 250-plus players. And he's been strong in fantasy football. He's averaging over 18 fantasy points per game over 25 career games where he's played at least 73% of the offensive snaps. 2025 Week Winner, formerly known as the Heat Map. So you can conquer start-sit dilemmas, find plug-and-play streamers, and dominate your weekly matchups with this one-of-a-kind resource, Discord community, where you can get personalized advice from 180-plus and counting sharp fantasy football minds that are helping each other dominate. 365 days of elite fantasy football analysis, resources, and Discord community.
Happy Thursday, all. My name is Tanner Dawson, joined, of course, with the Basement Brewed Fantasy Football. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy that you guys are here with me as we have some fun. Let's have some fun this Thursday morning. There's still fantasy football going on. We got playoffs in the push here coming into play. It should be a fun time. So I know I'm in a playoff hunt in a few leagues here. Some of my leagues can go better. I want you to remember this advice here. If your team stinks this year, okay, don't give up yet. And the reason why, like you can trade, get your draft picks, whatever you need to do for the future, still set your lineups. And the way I look at it here is if I can spoil somebody else's season late, I'm going to do it. So especially leading up to the playoffs here, if I can beat somebody that I have no business beating and that kicks them out of the playoffs, hey, that's the beauty of the league, right? That's what you want to start with. So that's my little advice there. That's how I treat a lot of my losing teams. Just injuries or whatever might happen. If I can kick somebody else out with me, and I'm going to do it. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Guys, again, we will be going over start sit questions here shortly. We have a QR code. There's a Black Friday special, ladies and gentlemen, going on in the play. Let's see here. Man, I got so many different scripts here. All right. Black Friday, guys. So essentially in the description, or you can go to WAP.com, you can get the subscription that involves the Discord, the draft guide, the week winner for $15. I think that's what it was. Can't find my email now because why would I be able to find anything when you need it, right? But this is a great deal. This is get it while you can. Black Friday special for Basement Brewed Fantasy Football. Please go check it out. If not, you can still get the week winner for $2.99. This week's week winner that we'll go over for $2.99 on it here. Just getting my stuff. Make sure it blows up a little bit here before we get into things here. Yep. There we go. Black Friday bundle, the best value. Grab the BBFF Black Friday bundle for $14.99. Get everything for the rest of the season. Every week winner the rest of the year. That's through the Super Bowl, mind you, in case you do DFS or any kind of sports betting. That's very helpful past fantasy football playoffs. Full Discord access. Come check out the Discord. Come check out the Discord family. Come check out all the different topics you're able to do, to talk with. We're talking everything from, start sit questions, trade talks, drafting, sports betting, to just life in general. video games, beer, food, whatever it might be. Access there. Entry into the jersey giveaways this Sunday show, 8 a.m. We will be doing the November giveaway, jersey giveaway. We have, Mikey is giving away, Earl Campbell, JSN, he's giving away a jersey every month here. And we'll be doing once again another giveaway for the month of November on this Sunday. And you still have time. You can buy this bundle here today and get entered in to that jersey giveaway. And of course, all the other BBFF tools all in one bundle, which is nice. So $14.99 for the rest of the season. You get everything that Mikey posts up through the Super Bowl. And then make your decision from there, right? So look, that's a deal. That's a steal. It's a deal. That's what I love about it here. So but let's see here. I know we got some chats coming into play. I'm excited. Yeah, $14.99. There it is, Scott. Appreciate you on that one here. So we have 3 games today, guys. 3 games today, 1 game tomorrow. We have the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys, as well as Cincinnati and Baltimore tonight. And then tomorrow we have Chicago and Philadelphia. So there's enough here. There's enough here. I'm a big fan of that. I love that. And again, this is the reason why I go in and set my lineups every week, because I want to be that spoiler. If I can't make it, why should you make it, right? It get your buddies all butthurt a little bit, right? It's all fun. I'm definitely that way for it here. There you go, Scott. Appreciate you. That's what I like here. That's right. So, but yeah, let's get into it, guys. Start here. The questions here are starting to flow in a little bit here as we get ready for this Thursday. I'm sure we'll keep going here as we go back. This is how I use the week winner. These aren't going to be quick questions and quick answers by any means, in case you're not familiar with the show. This is how I use it. This is how I determine my players. Sometimes it's completely different from the way Mikey determines what how he uses it. I mean, he creates it, right? So I guess everyone listen to Mikey, but this is how I interpret it. Doesn't mean it's wrong or right. It just means how I use this week winner here. And that's what I'm here to show you. Different perspective, right? So let's get into it here. Scott Cobe has Jameson Williams or Deebo Samuel. And he's pretty disgusted with Jameson. Look, here's what we got to think about here. Jameson is one of those boom bust guys. Okay. He's always been a boom bust guy. He's either going to get that big 60-yard pass catch and a touchdown, or he's going to get you nothing. Right. And I'm pretty sure, was it last week? Scott, you can remind me here. I'm pretty sure it was nothing last week for him here. So, it is what it is. But let's take a look here. Let's see where Mikey's got lined up here. This guy, Mikey, he worked on this thing 20 plus hours this week. Okay. Generally, I mean, sometimes some weeks it's 30 plus hours, depending on how many games are going on, right? To get this ready for this show here. You got, I'll break it down for you what the week winner looks like here while we get ready for answer that question here. Basically, you got your totals, your spreads, where they rank, where each team ranks against certain positions, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. There's obviously more data that goes within that. You have the must starts, the feel goods, the mess, the feel gross, and the knows. Okay. I mean, he categorizes it to how it feels. And on top of that, inside of his week winner, there's these little dots here. Green, yellows, blues. There's some reds and oranges. Basically, that indicates how close they are from jumping into that next category. This is purely data-driven. This is not emotional-driven. This is purely data-driven, guys, okay? No emotion involved here. He chimes on that. He's big on that, okay? So this is a way to look at it here based off the data. This is kind of where we're at. So, for instance, Jamar Chase down here is in the feel good with a blue dot, which means he was just under that threshold to move into you, my boy blue category. You, my boy blue is your must starts. You're not benching those guys. Okay. He has a streamers and stashes tabs here, right? Defenses, kickers, tight end streamers, QB streamers, running back to stash, wide receivers to watch. Like he gives you kind of a breakdown too within that, which is really nice too. Team projections. I used this yesterday on my show and locking in last night here for our Thanksgiving special, talking about implied points. Kind of gives you a better rankings instead of having to look through that first tab there on implied points. These are what Vegas has for the implied points, implied point totals. TD regression. Okay. TD regression right here. This is it has hit a few times already in the past few weeks, which is awesome there. So another thing too in the week winner, if you click on a guy, double click here, it's a breakdown. It's a breakdown. He talks about the projection. He has a DFS note in here, game environment, the player himself, what he's averaging, where he's at, how many points, like trends, stuff like that. And then the matchup. And he talks about the matchup against similar positions against, for instance, this is Josh Jacobs of the Lions versus the running backs and all that stats. So there's a lot of data here, and that's what we're going to keep it at here. I'm going to do my best to keep emotion out of this here. This is going to be purely data driven. So as we get into it here, first question here is Jameson Williams or Deebo Samuel. Again, Scott's really disappointed in Jameson. I mean, we pop in here. And we pop in Jameson, right? And we go, let's go find our Jameson. Because he's in the column, meh. Okay, meh. Right now, projection wise, and this is how I go about it. Take it as you may. Projection wise, Jameson is a 10 to 14 PPR point, 5-7 targets, 3 to 4 catches, 57 yards, 0 to 1 TDs. It's in a high total spot built for volatility. His floor, you're probably 4 to 6. And he, that's his boom or bust, right? 4 to 6, sometimes a zero burger. His ceiling, though, 18 to 22, especially if this game shoots out. 7 to 9 targets. He hits a long play, converts a touchdown, just like we talked about here, right? Game environment here. If we take a look at the game environment here, the Lions are entering the game as a slim 2-point home favorites, now 2.5. Team total of 25.5, the 8th highest amongst all 32 teams in the Week 13 slate. This suggests a balanced offensive approach with a strong projected team total, suggests plenty of touchdown opportunity with a healthy over of 48.5 points. Both teams projected in the top 16 of team total points here. Possible shootout with no shortage of touchdowns and fancy football fireworks here. So it's really a potential shootout here, which I think we all kind of agree on. Same time, we've seen these offenses sputter too as well. Jameson Williams here, averaging about 10.7 PPR points per game, 15.7% of the total targets he's receiving right now. He's averaging 2.8 catches, 4.8 targets, 51.1 receiving yards, and 0.5 touchdowns. He has 5 total. Okay. His floor. He's scored fewer than 7 PPR points in 6 of 11 games, including 2 big fat zeros, one of which was just last week. So he was 0. So I was right. He scored 6.6 PPR points against these Packers in week 1. Now that was week 1. A lot's happened since week 1. Correct. Ceiling 16. He scored 16 plus PPR points in the other 5 games, 3 of which had been the last 4 games, including the high of 23.9 in week 10. I mean, like Mikey says here, he's a boomer bust wide receiver 3 in a possible shootout, even despite the difficult matchup. Packers are really good defense. Okay. Let's take a look here at the matchup here. After 11 games, the Packers present a tough matchup for receivers, holding the 14th fewest catches, 6th fewest yards, 12th fewest touchdowns, and 9th fewest PPR points per game. 9 wide receivers in 11 games have been able to reach just 10 PPR points against the Packers. 6 of them were able to reach 12 PPR points, and 2 of them were able to reach 18 PPR points. Chase, 25.1, Pickens scored 33.1. They're a good defense. They kind of hold you within check, but generally you're able to get, the 10 to 12 mark, right? Between your main guys. Now we're talking about names like Deebo, Pickens, Chase, Metcalf, Wilson, Devontae Smith. So really, as a Jameson Williams, matchup here, Roman Williams, Devontae Smith is the big ones I'm looking at here. They were able to reach at least 12 PPR points on this one here. Now we pop in. Let's go find Debo. Oh, where you at here? Washington. See, he finds it so much quicker than I do because, he makes the thing. Debo. There he is. He is towards the bottom. I was close. Okay. So Debo's projection right now, 11-15 PPR points, 6-8 targets, 4 to 6 catches, up to 55 yards, 1 to 3 carries. Yeah. It's a brutal matchup, though. It is. The floor is 5 to 7 points if Patrick Surtain and the Broncos clamp down. Washington sputters, and he's left with empty touches between the 20s. That's the thing. Marcus Mariota playing the Broncos. It's not good. The Commanders are entering the game as uncomfortable 6-point home underdogs, which low projected team total of 18.5. Eighth fewest among all 32 teams on Week 13 slate. The uncomfortable spread suggests a potential pass-heavy approach with a potential low projected team total suggests a touchdown opportunity will be severely limited. Right now, after 5 games in Mariota, Debo is averaging 12.6 PPR points per game, including 1.6 carries, 6.2 rushing yards, 5.6 targets, 4.4 catches, 39.4 receiving yards, and 3 total touchdowns. He scored 4 to 5 PPR points in those 2 games. Man, and 20 to 21 PPR points in 2 of those games with a median 12.9. High-end receiver 3, but be treated as a high-end wide receiver 4 in this terrifying matchup. After 11 games, Surtain and the Broncos present a terrifying matchup for the wide receivers, allowing the 12th most catches, but holding them 10th fewest yards, fewest touchdowns, 3rd fewest PPR points, and the fewest PPR points per catch. 10 of the receivers in 11 games were able to reach 10-plus PPR points against Denver. 3 of them were able to reach 15. None have been able to reach 20. So now, that's a good question, right? It really is. Jameson or Debo. They're both playing really good defenses here, right? Obviously, the Broncos defense is tremendous. Quite frankly, Scott, because it's Mariota throwing the ball, and I think we've seen it enough this year already. Like Debo is going to be I'm going to go Debo as a floor guy, but if you're making a playoff push and you need big game, I anticipate this Green Bay Packers game to be more of a shootout style today. I'd go Jameson, and I know based off that, right, based off the numbers here, projected points 10 to 14, but I love the ceiling. 18 to 22 could be a potential. If you don't want to live with a potential 0 burger again or anything less than 8, then you just go Debo. Debo. Where it's 11 to where's his floor here? Floor is 5 to 7 points. Okay, floor is 5 to 7 points. Depends where you're at. If you need a big game here, I'm going Jameson. But if you don't need a big game, Scott, I'm going Debo. If you just want to get that 5 to 8 points, get some on the column because you have some other big players. That's the way I would do it. So ceiling, Jameson, floor, I'd go Debo in that. Alex, what's up, Alex? Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Hey, man, what's up? Any changes? Let's see here. May, Henderson, Harvey, Wandale, JSN McBride, Bucky, Jay Jettas, Woody, Judkins, and Mika, Loveland, Pierce, Algier. So you're starting Harvey and Wandale, Henderson, May, Jason McBride. I don't see anything off the top of my head, Alex, but I mean, if you want a closer look amongst all those players here, this week winner for $2.99 at the minimum, would be a good thing to look at. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody there. Maybe Emeka, Emeka, Cronkett here, would be a guy to watch. But at the same time, I have Emeka and I'm a little worried about him this week here personally on that. Yeah, I'm going against the Niners. Yeah, no, I think you're okay. If you want to dig a little deeper, grab the week winner for $3 this week, man. Grab the week winner for $3 and see how you like it. Art, happy Thanksgiving. Dak or Knicks? In fear of Devontae missing. We actually talked about Devontae last night on our show. Start Dubs at noon. DJ Moore, Trey Tucker, DK, or Mechie. Whew. Let's see if I can get a Devontae Smith injury update, huh? Let's see here. I haven't seen nothing yet. He missed practice again. Very tough to tell. There's too many factors, I think, right there in for it. Let's see here. So let's start Dak or Knicks. Okay, let's start there. Dak Prescott. Oh my Lord. You tell it's the morning for this here. So he's up here. Dak Prescott here. Dak Prescott's in the feel good category. Okay. I mean, you're looking here at a floor of 13 to 15 fantasy points. If the Chiefs pass defense wins, touchdown tunnels run through Javonte short fields. Yeah, that's the floor. The ceiling, though, he can erupt kind of like he did last week here. Looking at 27-30 fantasy points if he erupts here, 3 to 4 total touchdowns with volume, right? And you don't know. That's the issue. You just don't know. Cowboys are entering this game as a slim 3-point home underdog. I think it was 3.5 yesterday too. Again, and with a decent projected team total of 24.5. Let's see here. Should be a balanced offensive approach with some serviceable touchdowns. I agree on that. The mouth-watering over under 52.5 points, and both teams sporting a top 24 plus points. Projected as a shootout, which features no shortage of touchdowns and fantasy football fireworks. This is the game of the week to target in week 13 of fantasy football. This is the week to target that game. All right, so we kind of get an idea. His floor is about 13 plus PPR points in most games. His median's about 50% at 22 plus. His ceiling's at 25% at 27 plus. And best case, you're going to hit that 28%, right? Which doesn't happen much. He's a mid-range QB1. Oops, my bad. Mid-range QB1 in a difficult matchup here. So let's take a look here at the matchup. This is where it's going to come into play. After 11 games, the Chiefs present an interesting matchup of quarterbacks. Okay. They are bleeding the 6th most QB rushing yards and 2nd most QB rushing yards, but they're holding QBs to the 7th fewest passing yards and 5th fewest passing touchdowns. Ultimately, they are limiting QBs to the 13th fewest fantasy points per game at 16.12. 13th fewest. Okay. Just in 5 QBs in 11 games have been able to reach the 15 fantasy points against the Chiefs. Herbert, Lawrence, Goff, Allen, Jones, which Jones was last week. And if you remove their rushing statistics, that number drops to 3, which is Herbert, Lawrence, and Allen. They were able to score 27-29 points against the Chiefs. And when you drop their rushing statistics there, then just one quarterback was able to reach just 17 fantasy points against the Chiefs here. Holy cow. Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith, Marcus Mariota and Bo Nix came up short of 13 fantasy points against KC. It's a great defense, man. I'm not being biased or anything, but no, it's I got to go to the game last week and watch it. I mean, just in general, that defense holds that team up, right? And then you had Bo Nix. Oh, so you were down here. There he is. Bo Nix. It is a mouth-watering matchup. Okay. This is why it's a little hard. And I appreciate your question on this here. You're looking at the floor, 13 to 15 points for Denver here. 24 to 7 points of Washington pushes the pace. It makes Nix throw the ball. The Broncos, they're 6 point for a road favorites here. Strong projected team total. A comfortable spread suggests a potential run heavy approach, which is kind of my thing here with it. But you got to get there first, right? Bo Nix averaging 17.5 PNC points per game, 18 total touchdowns, 8 interceptions, right? 0.3 rushing touchdowns on average. His floor, 13 plus PPR points in most games, 16 in the median, 22, and his best case is 26. He's a high-end QB2 with a strong QB1 upside and a mouthwatering matchup. Let's take a look at the matchup here, okay? 11 games, Commanders present a mouthwatering QB matchup for QBs. Fourth most passing yards, fourth most passing touchdowns, and the fourth most fantasy points per game. 8 quarterbacks in 11 games. Jordan Love, Geno, Penix, Williams, Prescott, Mahomes, Darnold, and Goff scored 18 plus points against the Commanders. 6 of them, Love, Geno, Prescott, Mahomes, Darnold, and Goff scored 20. It's a good question here. 13 to 15 on the floor, 24 to 27. And then we go up to Prescott here. 13 to 15 as well, up to 27 to 30. It's Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, right? This is where the Cowboys play. They don't have a lot of injuries coming into play either. Short week. I mean, it's a tough question here. I think the floor either way, you're safe to go Bo Nix or Prescott here. I think it's to look what's your upside. What do you need on the upside here? Do you want the up to the 30 points? Do you think you can get there with Nix? I personally, just looking at the data there, I don't think you can, because I think if they get up big, they're going to run the ball. RJ Harvey, it's kind of set up a running matchup here versus the potential shootout, which is also the game you want to target this week here, like Mikey said there. It's a Prescott. I'd go Prescott here. I would go the Dak route in this one here because of the potential of the shootout that comes into play here. So let's see here. Noon, Trey Tucker, DK Amechi. I think you just gotta wait for Devontae to really pop in art. I hate saying it, but you gotta wait to hear the news on Devontae. And then I wouldn't start Dubs. I think you'd be okay with the DJ Moore or DK for that substitution if you need to, but that's what I would do in that play here. I'd wait on that second question. Oh, Sidekick, what's up? Full PPR, love it. Sidekick, what's up there? Guys, we're running a Black Friday special here. You can get all this plus more. Discord access. You can get all this and more for $15 for the rest of the season. Okay? Every week winner the rest of the year. Full Discord access. Jersey giveaways. We're doing a jersey giveaway Sunday. Come get in. Go get in. Pay the $15. Get all your access and resources. And come get in this jersey giveaway we're going to be doing on Sunday. Okay? Intro to give jersey giveaways. All BBF tools in one bundle. Black Friday special is $15. $14.99, guys. $14.99 for the rest of the year. Okay? It's a steal. It's a steal. Come check it out. See what we're talking about. See what we enjoy here. Again, I use it for a lot of different stuff than just fantasy football. And this goes through the Super Bowl. Through the Super Bowl. He makes these week winners through the Super Bowl. So come check it out, guys. Come check it out. All right. Jaylen Warren in my flex. Debating to keep him there or swap him with J-Mo, Watson, Dubs, or Worthy for today's matchup. I'm going to take Dubs out. Okay. J-Mo already talked about his potential here. See, Jameson, there you are. Jameson, his up to 4 to 6 points if you can stomach the zero burger. If not 18 to 22 points. Okay, is about the ceiling there. Potential shootout would be big game, right? Yeah. Warren, oh yeah, Jalen. And I'm just going over him. That's right. He is towards the bottom. There he is. All right. So Jaylen Warren, you're looking at 12 to 16 points currently on projection. So his floor is 8 to 10 points if Gainwell continues to dominate targets and Warren sticks to his 14, 15 touches and doesn't score. His ceiling is up to about 21 points if he pushes 20 plus touches in a competitive game and converts a goal line or explosive rushing touchdown. So now you're trying to figure out, is Warren worth it on a touchdown, right? Basis. Let's see here. Game environment. 3-point underdog, so it's going to be close. Projected team total of 22 points, which is the 14th fewest in this slate this week here. Over-under is 47.5, which potential shootout here. Modest scoring expectations. As far as 10 plus PPR points in most games here, 13 plus in for a median 50%, 16 plus and 25%, 18 plus is his best case here. Most concerningly for both his floor and ceiling, Warren's ceded a ton of passing touchdown work to Kenneth Gainwell over the last 4 weeks, compiling 6 targets in the last 4 games compared to 22 for Gainwell. Gainwell has 14 targets in the last 2 games compared to just 2 for Warren. Warren is a solid RB2 in a boomer bust matchup. The matchup against the Bills here, holding them the 7th fewest catches, 3rd fewest receiving yards, while allowing the 3rd most rushing yards, 2nd most touchdowns, 3rd most PPR points per game, and the 4th most PPR points per touch. That said, the numbers are a bit skewed by some boomer bust performance on individual level. 10 running backs in 11 games have scored 10 plus PPR points against the Bills. 6 of them have scored 16 plus PPR points. 4 of them scored 31. 1 of them scored 40.5, which was Devon Achane. Henry, Bijan, Achane, and Tucker scored 31. 4 of them. 6 of them, Henry, Devon twice. That's wild. Ramondre, Bijan, and Sean Tucker scored 16 plus against them. And it feels like Jaylen Warren should get some work, right? Like that's a receiving back, sometimes fumbler. Bijan, Sean Tucker, we all know what they are. So that's a good one. Okay. So right now, see for between the two here, Jaylen Warren and J-Mo, if I'm just needing points here, I'm going Jaylen Warren in this case. Honestly, for myself. Let's see, Christian Watson was your other one. Floor 68 points, and if he stays in the 4 to 5 target range without a long TD or catch, or without a long catch or TD, 18 to 22 points of Love pushes the volume, connects on a deep shot, and finds the end zone in a possible shootout. Let's see here. We've already gone over this game environment. Watson scored 6 to 10 PPR points in 3 of the 5 games. He mixed in a high of 12.25 PPR points in week 8 and a 20.6 PPR points in week 11. Remove his best game and his worst game. He's averaging 10.1 PPR points per game. He's playing more snaps than any Packers wide receiver right now. That's good. Christian Watson's the boom bust wide receiver 4 flex with a decent chance of booming in this friendly matchup and possible shootout. We'll take a look at the matchup against the Lions. We already looked at against the Packers, but against the Lions here. Holding the 15th fewest catches, allowing the 12th most yards, second most touchdowns, 11th most PPR points. So 15th fewest catches, but 12th most yards, second most touchdowns, 11th most PPR points. 14 receivers, 11 games, scored 10 plus PPR points against the Lions. 7 of them scored 15, 4 of them 20, 3 of them 29. These are main guys, right? Main guys. What I'm looking here is here's a Tez, here's a Hollywood, there's a Wandale. I mean, here, look, that's a JJ sighting there for you. So we're looking here, still averaging 10, still boombucks, playing more snaps though. That's got me intrigued. Here. And then Xavier Worthy. That's a great question on Xavier Worthy here. Where am I at? Cream Hot. Oh, Field Gross category. I don't blame him. All right, let's take a look at those data. Xavier Worthy, 4 to 6 PPR points if the ball can keeps going to Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. Worthy stays stuck in the 5 to 6 target range and he whips on the splash play. That's very possible. 18 to 22 PPR points if Mahomes pushes the volumes. Worthy gets 8 to 10 targets, converts a down the field shot or yak play in a long touchdown with the Chiefs with this Cowboys secondary. Game environment we kind of talked about here. It's a nice little one here. Chiefs are the second most implied points total for the week here too. So that's just a touchdown opportunity all the time here. So all the time. That's what I like to see. This is the game to target in week 13 fantasy football. Let's see here. What I'm looking for here, all right, there it is. He's averaging 7.9 PPR points despite a solid 6.2 targets per game in 5 games since Rice came back, where they scored fewer than 11 PPR points in all 5 of those games, fewer than 10 in 4 of them, including each of the last 3. The massive upside still exists. We just haven't seen it. It's great. We haven't seen it. The matchup against the Cowboys. 12th most catches, 4th most yards, most touchdowns per game, second most PPR points, and most PPR points per catch. 16 receivers in 11 games scored 10 plus points. 10 of them were 15 plus, 6 of them 22 plus, 4 of them scored 26 plus against the Cowboys. Neighbors, Robinson, Dubs, Franklin. So Troy Franklin is in the mix here. Kind of makes me like this Xavier Worthy a little bit more here too. Man, that's a tough question here. I think it depends what you need here. Honestly, because of the snaps part. But Jalen Warren in Pittsburgh. I mean, that number alone. Right, that's RB. Yeah. I think I'm between Watson, honestly, Watson and Jalen Warren. Okay, right now. And if you're looking for a ceiling play, yeah, I think JMO is right there. I think Worthy's up there. I think Watson gives you a little bit more of a floor. At the same time, can be a ceiling, but also it's the same thing here for the Pittsburgh and Bills game here, where Jalen Warren could sneak into a end zone. Because there are some rushing guys here that could do that. Yes, Kenneth Gainwell's been getting majority of the targets, but man, that's a tough setup here. If I had to look at it, or if I had to make a decision on this one here, between Jalen Warren, we'll look at the floor here. 8 to 10 points, but he's getting dominated in targets versus Christian Watson. I mean, Florida 10 to 12 fantasy points. He's getting the most playing time there. It's not going to stop here. I'm going Watson, man. I'm going Watson in this matchup. supposed to be a shootout. I like my wide receivers a little bit better. JMO, I think, has a little bit more volatility in it. Xavier Worthy's the same thing, right? They love to go elsewhere with the ball if it's not Rasheed Rice. So I'm going Watson. I'm going Christian Watson this week here for that. Hopefully that helps you out there. Drop Purdy for Daniels. I have Dart. Holy cow, Frosty. Yeah, you're just tossing questions. Hey, no problem, Art. No problem. Purdy for Daniels. I don't know, man. Returns to practice? Yeah, I would. Go throw it. Go do it. Do it. Get him. If you feel good at your QB spot comfortably to deal with a potential another injury, go do it. Odunze or Pittman? Another good question matchup here. Let's see if we can find here. There it is. Dunze's in the med column this week here. If we take a look at it here, floor 79 point PPR points, and then ceiling 18 to 21. You know, in the way Chicago plays, he climbs back in the 10 to 12 target range. He should be part of this offense, right? Should be a big part here. It's a game environment here. The Eagles are pretty mediocre. 4th fewest touchdowns, allowing the 14th most catches, though, 7th most yards, and 15th most PPR points per game. So I don't know. Bears offenses, I feel so back and forth there. And then what was the other guy? Michael Pittman. A little Pittman action here. Pittman here as a floor 9-11. If Houston squeezes downfield volume, Pittman lives in the short area targets and he misses the end zone. Ceiling 12 to 19 and 22 points if he pushes 9-11 targets. And this guy, he's cracked the 80-yard mark. He gets pretty close to that each time there. I had a prop bet out last week against the Chiefs here because he does generally go over that 50.5 mark here, well over. But he went under last week there. You know, that's what happens when you don't run the ball with Jonathan Taylor very much. But he should be, I think he's back to form here against Houston. Pittman's averaging 22.7% of the total targets, 5.4 catches, 7.1 targets. He's averaging about 55 and 7 total touchdowns. So 11 is the floor, 15 plus is the medium, 20 plus is the ceiling. He's a high floor, high ceiling wide receiver one, but he's treated as a high end wide receiver two in this worst possible matchup. Houston Stevens is good. Matchup versus Texans, 11 games. Texans present the toughest matchup in the fantasy football for wide receivers. 5th fewest catches, 8th fewest yards, 4th fewest touchdowns, and fewest PPR points per game. 9 wide receivers in 11 games have been able to reach just 10 PPR points against the Texans. Only 3, Puka, Jackson, and Khalil, have been able to reach the 13 plus. 2 of them have only been able to touch the 20 plus, which Nakua and JSN makes sense, right? For that matter. I know Pittman is going to get his targets here. His floor is 9-11, right? And I know Houston's a great defense here. And we pop up to, what was it, Odunze? And you're looking here at floor to 7-9. Okay. Stays stuck in his post. Week 4 funk if he gets to the volume. I mean, yeah, he hasn't done much since week 4. He hasn't done much week 4. I would go the Pittman route. I know it's against Houston. I know that defense is good. But he still was out. I mean, I think he still had 4, 5, 6 targets last week against the Chiefs. Yeah, man, even then you're like, even if Houston keeps the game close, you're still in a passing passing style game, passing game environment. That's the big thing. So I'm going Pittman in this one here. Browns or Texans? I like this one. Let's go streamers tab, right? The streamers tab is really nice to have for these decisions. I'm a big streamer on kickers and defenses. So that's generally what I do. Now, I have one of my leagues that I'm second or first. I think I'm took over first in this one here. I mean, I got a loaded team now, so it surprised me. I did. I'm first place. I stream defense and kickers every week. And sometimes the defenses stink. But I'm generally able to find something within these top 5, top 6 defenses that are still out there. Because people aren't picking up, certain defenses because they have Seattle or Denver or whatever. So I utilize here with the streamer tab for defenses and kickers, because that's how I get my points for some of that. So, and I'm first place. So this does work. This kind of format does work here. So, you said Browns or Texans, Steve? So Browns. We'll take a look down here. They're not even in my list. I like it. Texans. I mean, you got to go Texans, right? All right. Making this hard for me, aren't you? So Texans right now. So you're looking at a implied point total of 24.5 for the Colts. Okay. For that here. Obviously, they are lights out against almost every position. Okay. And then the Browns here, you're looking at a total implied point total of 20.5 for the 49ers. Now, the Browns defense is also pretty good against, other positions. The totals 44.5 versus a 36.5. So that's supposed to be a low scoring game. Now, yes, this game could get away from Cleveland very quickly, right? Shador's starting again. We still don't know, right? We're not counting a Raiders game. Okay. Let's be real, guys. Even if you aren't a Chiefs fan or a Broncos fan or a Chargers fan, we're not counting the damn Raiders game against Shador. Okay. I mean, he won it like he should. Move on. Okay. Now he has to play a Niners defense. This game could get out of control, but it could be out of control on the defensive side of things here. Personally, I think I'm not going Cleveland. I'm going to go Houston. I'm going to go Houston this one here. I think there's a bit more opportunities here. And I know the implied point total here. Jonathan Taylor, some of you think. I just don't think I can get down with the fact that they're playing the Niners here, and we still don't know what the offense could be, and the defense could be tired early. So I'm going Texas D. Falcons or Chargers D. Oh. Hey, don't disrespect Tyrod Taylor now. Come on now. That guy is that guy will play. Plays just fine. Chargers or let's see, any of these guys in this. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom, number 2. My number 2 streamer this week here is the Chargers versus Raiders. Your Falcons are what down there? What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th there. I mean, I'm going Chargers. I'm going Chargers in this one. The Raiders are falling apart, man. Come on. I know the Chargers ain't any better. I know this. I know. So I'm still going Chargers here. I'm going Chargers. Yeah. Well, so are most teams. I'm still going Chargers. Thanks, Frosty. Guys, again, reminder, Black Friday special. You can get all this. You can get all this here. Plus more. Every week winner for the rest of the year. Every week winner through the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Through the Super Bowl for this here. Full Discord access. Discord community is great. Bunch of chats there. We can talk start sit to trade talks to beer to good food to what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Like just an old chat there. Fabulous community, great people, all about being a good person in the end there, but also great advice that's given. Insanely great advice. Okay, it's wild. Jersey giveaways. This Sunday we're doing a jersey giveaway. If you get in this Black Friday bundle, you are gonna be in this jersey giveaway this Sunday. So make sure you guys get in there. It's great. Mikey gives away partners with BS Collectibles to do a jersey giveaway once a month. And he's been doing this since, don't quote me, February, January. Could be, somewhere in that range here. It's been awesome. It's awesome seeing the pictures of everybody that gets their jerseys. Earl Campbell's, JSN, Jamar Chase's. I've seen multiple of those. So you get a chance. You're automatically entered in the jersey giveaway. And all the other BBFF tools in one bundle for the rest of the year. Okay. Which there's still a lot. Okay. Waiver wire pickups here. I mean, we're entering playoffs time. So like your waiver wires are pretty important here going into play. So that's $14.99. You know what? I need to get a drink of water here. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what the Basement Brew Fantasy Football offers.
What's up, my fellow fantasy football nerds? If you're looking to dominate your league from start to finish and win cool prizes along the way, it's time to join the Basement Brewed Fantasy Football family. As a member, you're going to get our brand new 2025 Draft Dominator, which is your ultimate guide with tiers, rankings, and season previews for over 280 players to make sure you walk out of your draft with the best team in the league. And that's only the beginning. You're also going to get our 2025 Week Winner, which gives you contextual matchup analysis for every single player in every single game, every single week, so that you can conquer those difficult start-sit dilemmas and dominate your weekly matchups. And let's not forget our amazing Discord community, which is a family of passionate fantasy football players sharing strategy, workshopping dilemmas, and helping each other dominate 24/7, 365. Plus, if that wasn't enough, every single month you're automatically entered into our autographed jersey giveaway. It truly is a no-brainer if you want to take your fantasy game to the next level, have the most fun you've ever had playing this game, and support a small but mighty business along the way. Sign up today for just $69 for an entire year. Seriously. That's 365 days of total domination, community, and giveaways for less than your last bar tab. Join the BBFF family right now using the link that we left for you in the description of this episode. I'll see you inside.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they did. And actually, that's part of Mikey. I'm pretty sure it's part of Mikey's streamers last week there. But again, you're facing the Raiders. I'm just going against the defense with the Raiders, man. So happy Thanksgiving, Frosty. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, we'll keep going here for a bit. Juan Pena, happy Thanksgiving. Who are my WR 2 and 3 and flex spot? Holy cow. You need the week winner, man. Because that's a lot of names here. I'm not gonna I'll give you what I think should be here, but you can get the week winner for still $3 here, right? If you want just for this week here, or you do the Black Friday special. And it breaks it down. It can help you really figure out what you want here. Charbonnet, Wilson. Well, Wilson is out because Jacobs is in. Hopefully Henderson is on your list. Tez, Addison, Dortch, Quentin Johnston, or Debo, Myers, or Washington. Yeah, so you don't want Wilson. So Wilson's out. They moved up a running back in Seattle. So I don't know what's up with that there. I mean, Henderson, I think, has to probably be on the list. Yeah, Henderson has to be on the list for sure. So there's your flex spot. I think Johnston has to be on the list because they're going against the Raiders. Oh, who's Jaguars? Oh yeah, Jacksonville. So either Myers, probably Myers for me. That's what I would do. Again, you can look a little deeper here. That's a lot of names. I'm not gonna be able to get all through all that, but I go Trevion. I probably go Quentin Johnson. Just looking at the list here, and Myers, hoping for the ceiling. Right, looking at the floor, probably Henderson, Debo, and Myers would be my floor. So ceiling though, I'd put Quentin in over Debo, but I put Debo in if I need some points. If I need that up to that 5 to 8, 5 to 10 mark, I'll throw Debo instead of Quentin Johnston in. So, but yeah, great example. I mean, that's a lot of names here. I like it. I appreciate it. I mean, you got Taylor and Jacobs here for RB 1 and 2, so I think you're okay there. Devontae at 1, so yeah, go throw a Debo in for some points here, and throw a Myers in, and get some ceiling in that. So appreciate it, Ryan. All right, happy Thanksgiving there. Start 2, Daddle, Woody, or Higgins. Isn't Daddle asking for a trade or some crap? Like he's upset, isn't he? It's wild. But they're going against the Rams this week, right? So all right, let's take a look. See where Mikey's got these guys. And his workload's dropped off a lot too, right? There he is. So Daddle's in the meh column. 4, 7 to 9 points here. And Daddle loses late down work if he gets scripted out of the game again. 17 to 19 points of cards keep it close enough for 18 plus touches, and he punches the touchdowns. It's good ceiling. It's good ceiling. So your game environment is pretty bad. 10-point home underdogs, which is dangerously low projected. Team total 17.75, 6th fewest. The pathetic spread suggests a very pass-heavy approach, while the dangerously low projected team total suggests touchdown opportunities will be limited. Daddle in 9 games is where he's handled at least 10 touches. Rico has averaged 17.9 PBR, 20.1 touches, including 2.7 catches on 3.3 targets, 6 total touchdowns. Let's see. He was essentially scripted out of last week's game in the 20-9 loss to the 49ers. So that's the concern here is in week 13 as a 10.5 underdog against the Rams. He's locked in RB1, but should be traded as an RB2 in a terrifying game script and even worse matchup. So let's look at a little matchup. The Rams, after 11 games, the Rams present a terrifying matchup. Yes, they do, allowing the 12th most RB catches and 15th most RB receiving yards, otherwise holding them to the 8th fewest rushing yards, 2nd fewest touchdowns, 3rd fewest PPR points per game, and fewest PPR points per touch. 6 in 11 games have been able to reach just 10 PPR points against the Rams, despite 11 of them handling 11 plus touches, 7 of which handled 19 or more. 3 of them, McCaffrey twice, and Walker have been able to handle the 15 plus, and CMC and Walker at 18 plus. So they love, pretty average, right? Against the receiving yards. It's a tough matchup for Daddle. Tough matchup here. We take a look here at Woody. Let's see here. Okay, there's Nico. So Woody marks here. Yeah. So Woody marks here. You're looking at the floor of 6 to 8 PPR points. If efficiency stays poor like it has the last 2 weeks, he's been held out of the end zone. Targets stick close to 2. Ceiling 6 to 18, right? With 17, 19 touches. Pretty where he's at here, I guess, for versus Indy. Let's pop down to. He scored fewer than 8 PPR points in 3 of the last 4 games, but also 12 to 16 PPR points in 3 of the last 6 games. He's handled 16 and 19. It's almost a nice number there. Touches these last 3 games, but scored 8 fewer than 8 PPR points in each of the last 2. High in RB3 flex in the mediocre matchup. 11 running backs in 11 games have scored 10 plus PPR points against the Colts. 7 of them scored 15. Just one of them has scored 18 plus, which was Kareem Hunt. He scored 22. The Colts are, but he also had 30 carries. Just keep that in mind. The Colts are bleeding a bit lately, with 4 RBs in the last 4 games, hitting 16 plus PPR points against them. I mean, they're allowing the 12th most catches, 16th most receiving yards, 16th most touchdowns, 10th fewest rushing yards, 13th fewest PPR points per game, 14th fewest PPR points per touch. Pretty mediocre matchup there. Jane Higgins. 68, almost. 68 points if CJ Stroud doesn't lock in. CJ Stroud, I think, is out again, right? I heard he still hasn't cleared, or at least that's what I saw the other day. It's full participant. Okay. We'll start once cleared. Nice. Okay, so he is back. Okay, cool. So with CJ Stroud coming back, that I don't know what that does for him, honestly, but we'll see. Doesn't lock him the way Davis Mills did. I agree. 18 to 20 PPR points in the snap share climbs. He pushes 9-10 targets. Joins a long list of receivers who posted 15 plus against the Colts. Let's see here. He's been heavily targeted the last 3 games. He's been heavily targeted, garnering 7 to 9 targets, 45 catches, 38, 55 yards, 0 to 1 touchdowns, 9 to 15 PPR points in all 3 games. It's averaging. It's pretty average, right? But can CJ Stroud keep the momentum? Is he going to stick with the game script? That's going to be the question. 15 receivers in 11 games scored 10 plus PPR points against the Colts. 9 of them have scored 15 plus, and 5 of them have scored 22 plus. I mean, Tutu Atwell being a guy there, Troy Franklin, Chamari, are some names to be aware of. Man, it's kind of a tough question, right? Rigo Daddle, Woody Higgins. Does Daddle get screwed over again? You know, he is a high end one. He should be treated as a high end one, especially in this matchup here. But they're not going to run the ball. I have a feeling there could be a little struggle there for him. So I'm kind of cautious there. And I don't think the Texans are going to run the ball 30 times like the Chiefs did against Kareem Hunt. I mean, honestly, I think you got to go Jane Higgins right now, in a flex. So I'd go Daddle and Higgins in this start 2 here. Bench Woody. That's my that's my feeling here. The way I would treat it here, looking at the week winner. So yeah, good question. Would you, what's up, Steven? Happy Thanksgiving. Would you start Judkins or Bucky? Half point PPR. Also need 2. Ooh, half point. Where are we at? Judkins. There he is. Lose him. There he is. I'm losing them all over the place. All right. Judkins is 5 to 7 PPR, 18 to 21 here. If he is the ceiling there. Gosh, man. I like this Browns team here. I want to look at the matchup here. That's what I'm looking here. 12 games, 49% a mediocre matchup. Okay. 12th fewest, 14th fewest against the Niners. 10th most receiving yards, 6th most PPR, 13th. 70.3. I like that. But this is what I'm lowered. But you're looking at half point. So, I mean, he's not going to get the receiving style of it, but he'll get the running part of it. And then Bucky's returning. Buccaneers against Cardinals. I mean, I'm going Bucky. If Bucky's back, we're going Bucky. Bucky's going to get some workload, especially against Cardinals team. I don't think Baker, right? I think Baker's out for a little bit. So I'm going Bucky in this one here. And then you need Nico, T-Mac, Michael Wilson, and Mechie. Well, I don't see T-Mac here. That's for sure. There he is. So he's on the edge here. So ceiling 18 to 20, 9 to 10. I mean, that's if things go that route there, right? You might get a touchdown out of Tet here. Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson's been a thing for fantasy, though. It's been kind of wild. Yeah, here he is. Michael Wilson, 12 to 14 on the floor. Even if they stall out, I mean, Brissett's just throwing it up. 26 to 30 PPR points here. Or we're going Michael Wilson, right? I know that much. Nico or Tet. That's where I'm at. Where you at here? There it is. Nico or Tet. Let's see here. Floor 8 to 10. Ceiling 21 to 24 versus 9 to 10, 18 to 20. Because of the matchup here. I don't even like either one. 10th here versus 32nd. And that's not what I wanted. My bad. 14th. Second. I'm going Tet here. We're gonna go a little Michael Wilson Tet action, T-Mac action in this one here. I'm not going Mechie. So I'll take Michael Wilson for sure. And I think you'll see, I think we'll go the Tet action in this one here. Hey, happy Turkey Day. Double flex. Should I start Goff or Sam Darnold? My other QB is Dak. We just talked about Dak. Dak's the kind of matchup you guys want to target, right? So, I mean, that's good. So you're targeting that game already. Goff or Sam Darnold? Good question. Let's take a look here. Well, we know Goff's up here. Oh, there's Sam. We'll pop Sam in. Sam Darnold here. Let's see here. His floor is 10 to 20. If Seattle leads hard in the ground game, limited to one touchdown. 20 to 23 if he throws it 30 plus times here and stacks 2 scores in a revenge game, quote unquote, for this here against his I don't know, man. This Vikings game, like, I don't think we got to talk too much about Sam Darnold here for that, but I do like the 2023. But there's a chance that, Brosmer is starting for the Vikings, so there's a chance this thing becomes a run game pretty quick here for them here. He's averaging 15.7. He has hit the median 16 plus 50% of the time here. He's a mid-range QB2 in a revenge game, subpar matchup. We take care of the matchup here. 5 QBs in 11 games. Williams, Gabriel, Hurts, Herbert, and Goff hit 15 plus points against the Vikings. 3 of them, 24 and 25. 6 QBs in 11 games have scored fewer than 15 points, but that's Penix, Browning, Rodgers, Jackson, Caleb, and Jordan Love. And 3 of them have scored fewer than 8, which is Penix, Browning, and Love. Sam Darnold also has JSN. I don't know if anybody knows that here. But anyways, we'll take a look here at Goff real quick, because that's a potential shootout too. Jared Goff here. His floor is 10 to 12 fantasy points if the Packers D clamps down. Detroit leans on Gibbs and the run game in the end zone, and Goff sells for a single touchdown. Ceiling 20-22 points if the game fully shoots out with 2 to 3 touchdowns, and again is a full it's a full shootout there. We kind of talked already about the matchup here or the game environment here, but Goff the matchup versus the Packers for quarterbacks here has been a tough matchup for the quarterbacks, holding the 5th fewest passing yards, 9th fewest passing touchdowns, fewest rushing yards, and 5th fewest fantasy points per game. 5 QBs in 11 games have been able to reach 15 plus points. Daniels, running quarterback. Prescott can sometimes run. Joe Flacco, not a running quarterback. Jacoby Brissett just launched it against the Packers. And Aaron Rodgers. 2 of them, Prescott and Brissett, have been able to reach 18 plus fantasy points against the Packers, and 6 of them in 11 games. Goff, Flacco, Young, Hurts, Winston scored fewer than 15 points against the Packers here. Because of the matchup here, potential shootout as well. I'm going with Sam Darnold because I think he has the basketball to get it done early so they can run the ball here. I think there's more touchdown potential there with Sam Darnold. I'm going with Sam Darnold in this matchup as my second quarterback in the league. So, so Jonathan, happy Turkey Day to you. 5 out of 8 of my players starting today, so it's either gonna be a good day of football. Amen. You're gonna find out real quick to what your week's gonna be like, your weekend will look like. You know, it sounds fair to me. It's a lot of players at one time, but you'll find out real quick. Yeah, I answered that for you. Oh, good one. I answered. I took. I said off the top of my head here, Anderson and Debo and Myers were my 3. Quentin Johnson, if you need a ceiling play instead of Debo or Myers, you can pick one of that. But I go for the floor, Anderson, Debo, and Myers for that one, man. Jonathan, I'm benching Sutton for a Wandale, so everybody get ready for some. Sacrifices have to be made. All right. Sacrifices have to be made. That's great. That's great. I'm going to pop into one of my teams here. Let's see if I can get it up here. We'll have to wrap up here soon. I know I'm going to start getting the call down saying, hey, it's time to get it going, right? Thanksgiving Day, all the family stuff, you know? So, just waiting for that talk. All right, let's see here. We got another question here. Dak or Joe? Well, Dak's part of the game you want to be part of, right? Joe Burrow is coming back today here. Let's see here. So Joe Burrow. Let's look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's a good guy to look at here. So Dak, we went through Dak a little bit already. Basically, that's the matchup you want. His floor is, I think it was like 12 to what was it? Floor ceiling's 20 to 23. That's Prescott. There it is. Oh my Lord, that's Devontae. I'm sorry. I was like, that's not right. Floor 13 to 15 and ceiling 27 to 30 for Dak here. We look at Joe Burrow here coming off an injury. His floor is 9 to 11 PBR points of Baltimore pounds. Derrick Henry. Lamar spreads the ball and Flowers once against lose. Wait, that's the Flowers. Why is this? There it is. This is clicking weird. Joe Burrow. There it is. 11 to 13 floor fantasy points. If the rust shows, Baltimore continues the streak of suppressing quarterbacks. The ceiling though is 26 to 29 points. If Vintage Joe shows up, he does have Jamar Chase back. No T. For that one here. Game environment. The Bengals are entering this game as an uncomfortable 7-point road dogs. With a projected team total of 22.75 points, 16th fewest amongst all 32 teams in the Week 13 slate here. The uncomfortable spread suggests a potential pass-heavy approach, while the mediocre projected team total suggests modest touchdown opportunities. But it is a 51.5 overrun. So potential shootout, guys. Potential shootout. It's not far off of it here. If Cincinnati can exceed their modest scoring expectations, this is a game to target in Week 13 fantasy football lineup. So still another game because of the high potential of the over-under here. Let's see here. Joe Burrow, he's been out since week 3, guys. So notoriously slow starter. Burrow scored 8.8 fantasy points in his only full game this season, completing 14 of 23 passes for 113 yards and TD. Sounds like a Joe Burrow stat by itself. Of course, he entered the season averaging 20 plus fantasy points per game in 72 career games. The only question, of course, is how rusty he'll be after such a long absence. Other than that, he's a solid QB1 playing a possible shootout, explosion or bust. Not even boom or bust, explosion or bust in this one for Mikey. Let's take a look at the matchup here. 3 games and just 3 QBs in 10 games. Allen, Mahomes, and Stroud have been able to score 15 plus fantasy points against the Ravens. What's skewing the numbers is all 3 of those guys scored 27 plus fantasy points. Meanwhile, 8 other QBs in 11 games, Flacco, Goff, Stafford, Williams, Tua, JJ, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and Tyrod Taylor all failed to reach 15 points against the Ravens. So that's 3 quarterbacks versus 8. That's insane. Each of the 6 last QBs to face the Ravens came short 15 points against them. I'm in the position here, or I'm looking at a wait and see here. I'm going with potential shootout here with Dak. I think this Chiefs game is the game you want to target here between Chiefs and Dallas. So I am going to go Dak over Burrow here for this one here. And that's, again, just to see where Joe Burrow's at, coming off injury and getting the rest off, right? So that's where I'm at. Tomorrow, Sutton and Brian Thomas had their best games. Probably right. You're probably right. Brian Thomas is on my bench. I can tell you that much. Man. See, Devontae is still questionable. And they added an illness designation on Wednesday. Shoulder, chest, and illness now to Devontae, just for those out there. So, all right, guys. Again, Black Friday special going on right now. $14.99 for the rest of the season. Week winner, which is what you see in front of you. What we've been working on. Full Discord access. Entry into jersey giveaways. That we'll be doing a jersey giveaway Sunday. So if you join today, we'll be part of that jersey giveaway on Sunday. And of course, all the Basement Brewed fans football tools in one bundle. So with that being said, guys, the QR code's above you. There's the link in the description, wap.com/BBFF. It'll take you straight to where you need to be. It's a great deal. Black Friday, get into it. The rest of the season, it's a great deal. It really is. So for that. All right. It's getting close here at 11. That means it's time to wrap up here. Kickoff here begins in a little over 1 hour here. So, but I appreciate you guys joining me. Hopefully I helped you out here, at least with some decisions. Playoff time's coming. It's a push, right? It really is. So, but I appreciate you guys joining me. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll be back Sunday morning, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern, right here on Basement Brewed Fans of Football. You can catch Mikey and myself. Mikey be breaking down the week winner. I'll be giving him a hard time for everything else. So it's just my job in that role. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, should be great. So join us on Sunday for the Sunday week winner Monday night, football games to see where you're at. We got 4 football games between today and tomorrow and Sunday, right? So we're going to have a good idea what you guys are needing. What kind of potential? Do you need a floor? Do you need a ceiling? So join us Sunday, 8 o'clock a.m. Central, 9 Eastern, right here on the Basement Brewed Fans Football YouTube. Or you can find me on X at tan12489. As well, we're also on Twitch and also on Facebook. So, but without further ado, guys, I will see you later. Have a happy Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving. enjoy the football that's going on. And go Chiefs.